10 Oshinoko secrets you did not know. What happens when you isekai a village doctor and his patient? That's right, you get idols? Bet that didn't go in the direction you were expecting it to. The series is so much more than it seems. Revenge, lies, and murder. We'll be going over the series today and uncovering some of its darkest secrets. Stick with us as we count down 10 things you definitely didn't know about Oshinoko. Spoilers warning though, this list does hold a lot of the twists that are central to the manga, so anime onlys, beware. 10. The Hidden Gift. Remember when Ai gets murdered by her stalker fan? Yeah. Who could forget? Despite getting stabbed, she recognizes him and mentions she loved the star sand gifted by him and has it on display in her living room. Let's look back at the episode. We do find the bottle of glittery star sand on display in the living room, but if we look a little closer at the bottle of sand, is that a crooked smile face? Star eyes? With something trickling down the mouth? Now, where have we seen that before? Oh my god, that's scary! But this is the A+ production quality, the foreshadowing done all the way down to the tiniest details from the very first episode. 9. Ruby and Aqua's relationship. So far, anime fans have seen Ruby and Aqua in a typical sibling dynamic, but it looks like their relationship is about to get a lot more complicated. In their past lives, Ruby was in love with Aqua, who was her doctor and savior at the time. He even promised to consider marrying her when she turns 16. Now, fresh off the press, in the latest manga chapters, Ruby finally found out the secret that Aqua is actually her beloved doctor reincarnated all along, and had started to make romantic advances towards him in the latest chapters. Wait, what? Fans are currently screaming no to the whole incest trope, but let's just say no one knows how it'll play out. Just gotta hope for the best. 8. Deep-rooted mummy issues. The anime does not touch on Ruby and Aqua's past life relationship or backstories much, but the two have more in common than we'd think. Both have a central figure missing in their past lives, an absent mother. Aqua, previously Dr. Goru in his past life, never had a mother. His mother hid the fact that she was pregnant from her parents and died from an obstetric hemorrhage when she had the birth at home. This was the main reason Dr. Goru became an obstetrician despite his dreams of wanting to become a surgeon instead. It also explains why he wanted to take care of Serena so badly, knowing her mother did not care for her at all. As for Serena, who is now reincarnated as Ruby, her mother completely isolated and left her in the hospital to waste her days away. Despite Serena never losing hope and waited for her mother to admit her love to her, she never did. She didn't even make the time to come see her own daughter on her deathbed. During those times of suffering down to her final breath, it was always the doctor who was there for her. That's depressing. But it explains why Serena loves the doctor so much. Hoshino was also an orphan. It seems like mothers are a central underlying theme to this show. 7. The Akasaka-verse. Another surprising thing you may have missed was an Easter egg that came in the 3rd episode of the show. There we see Aqua and Kana work on a live-action adaptation of a manga called Sweet Today. This little Easter egg means a lot because the same fictional manga was also seen in episode 7 of the 2nd season of Kaguya-sama. As both mangas have the same author, Akasaka, this means that both these series take place in the same world. Whoa! This wouldn't be the first time 2 manga from the same author share a universe, as we have seen this happen with Fire Force and Soul Eater, both written by Atsushi Okubo. Who knows, maybe we'll get a cameo of Aqua in Kaguya-sama someday. 6. Ruby's secret motivation to become an idol. We all knew Ruby Hoshino wanted to become an idol to follow in Ai's footsteps, but there was actually a more personal motivation. Until recently, Ruby never knew the doctor was murdered. She tried contacting the hospital to find him after reincarnating, but everyone just thought he'd gone missing. Her goal was to make it to the dome one day, and even especially chose to take on the old B. Kamachi's idol group name, not only as an homage to Ai, but she wanted to make sure Dr. Goru knew where to find her. At all the fan events, she was always looking for the doctor amongst the guests and fans, fantasizing that one day, at a handshake event, she will reunite with the doctor, the one who gave her a reason to live. 5. Akane, modern-day Sherlock Holmes. Akane is first introduced to us as a meek, shy character that can't seem to do anything right. But what's interesting is that Akane is actually super smart, truly a modern-day detective. Through her immersive method acting, sharp deduction skills, she uncovers Aqua's past, including his true identity as Ai's secret child and his dark side all on her own. Even when Aqua seemingly discovered the identity of his birth father and Ai's killer, she was the only one to figure out the loopholes, knowing that not all is what it seems. Something that even Aqua himself missed. 4. Ruby's evolution. We know that Aqua is obsessed with getting revenge for Ai, but Ruby doesn't seem to care about that. She's a cute, innocent girl who just wants to be an idol. But what if that's a lie? That's right, Ruby gets caught up in a revenge plot of her own. When she finally realizes the doctor had already been killed, she is crushed, knowing that the two most important people in her life, Ai and Dr. Goru, were wrongfully taken from her. As she slowly leans more into her desire for revenge, she will be consumed by it, and the stars in her eyes will turn dark. Yes, not one but two of the signature dark revengeful stars will eventually be shown in Ruby's eyes. She's about to get crazier than Aqua, and you all thought he was the calculative and manipulative one. 3. Kana Arima's secret fan? Throughout the series, Aqua becomes deeply connected to both Kana Arima and Akane Kurokawa, forming the central love triangle in the story. Both of them are talented actresses. Kana started off as a child star, and now she's all about being an idol. On the other hand, Akane is absolutely killing it in the world of theater. The two characters are pitted against each other as rivals in their careers and in love. We see them both detest each other. But what we find out is that Akane actually started her career in acting because she was an absolute fan of Kana Arima. She saw her on TV as a child and was starstruck by her talent, wanting to be just like her. That is, until she met her snobby self in person. Yup, throwing away all the Kana Arima fan merch after that. 2. A Japanese deity who pulls the strings. A completely unexplained character in the manga and not yet introduced in the anime is the mysterious Crow Girl, an enigmatic figure whose presence raises more questions than it provides answers. Is she a god? Some form of spirit? All we know is that she assumes the form of a super creepy child, and only ever appears in front of Aqua and Ruby. In their encounters, Crow Girl informs Aqua of his fortune and tells him that Ai Hoshino did not go through reincarnation like him after death. Instead, she is truly gone, and her soul has returned to the stars. This leads Aqua to contemplate the purpose of his own reincarnation. Some indications suggest that the Crow Girl is Yatagarusu, a Japanese mythological deity. The crow symbolizes rebirth in Japanese mythology, and Yatagarusu is referred to as the 8-span crow. Can you guess the number of crows shown on the page when the Crow Girl appears? Yep, 8. Oh boy, we're almost there to the last secret on our list.
You're on.
Okay.
1. Aqua's secret. That's right, folks. Our hero is also hiding a dark and terrible secret. You see, Aqua was once Dr. Goru before he died, and because of that he, drumroll please, is horrible at using technology. Before dying in the early 2020s, Aqua was a grown man, and he seems to have inherited that same man's inability to understand tech. As the show goes on, fans will see that he can't even use basic apps and is far removed from the latest cutting-edge technology. He's an old man trapped in a teenager's body.
What the? No, wait a minute. Shut up. Hold on, no.
That's it. That's Aqua's embarrassing secret. What? You were expecting something darker?